be.
I know Axe is like. Axe looks like the answer, but I don't know, man. First of all, why isn't anybody playing guitars? That's obviously the best weapon for 3v3. I know this personally.
It's probably very difficult, honestly. We've got Scythe and Bow.
The nice thing about guitars is you get out, you get your hits and you get out, so there's little punishment.
And I think that with that point that you're making too, makes me like Axe a little bit less because Neutral Light gets so quote-unquote nerfed.
Oh, yeah. I would say never use Axe Neutral Light in a 3v3. That's
unless you're like off-stage, gravity canceling.
Yeah, it has to be nobody near you because we've seen it so many times, even in the last game. Like every Axe Neutral Light's getting punished. The on-hit lasts too long.
I curiously think that like Lance and Cannon have a slight like benefit from the fact that they do move when you're attacking, so at least you're constantly on the run.
That is more valuable than you would imagine.
TM,
oh, Ted! Ooh. Oh my gosh, what an option from Ted! And then TM knocks his teammate out, but Ted gets a nice punish, looking for the finish on TM. What's Ted doing? Oh no, he's out.
Oh, ground pound hits.
Poor Ted. Okay, TM and Delta are the only ones left, both on the same team and both holding on to their first stocks here. This is a pretty significant lead and a real opportunity to push the lead. Uh-oh, never mind.
Ooh, TM
goes down.
stage.
TM's the only one left. That was a beautiful gravity cancel emote. That's the best use of an emote in the game.
It is actually, and it has been that way for a while. We just don't get to see that so much because it stalls your fall in time for your teammate to save you, and we got to see it. Macheeete now holding on that stock a little longer.
That was a tactical emote. That was, and it was funny that it was the hope to the
just wishing to the stars. Yeah,
wishing to the stars.
Upon a star.
Please, will someone save me?
His wish was granted. And then he was shortly afterwards sent to the stars there off the top of the stage, and now he's on to one stock. 5-6. But it could be evened up very, very quickly. That recovery comes out from Macheeete, takes him off the top, but then there goes Ted.
Ted's down to his final stock.
TM could go down to the D-Light recovery. D-Light cider hits.
Being the tank?
They had, so Ted, Blue, and Macheeete were all stacked on that edge guard, but they let Blue get the D-Light cider, and TM goes down, and now it's a slight lead for the blue team.
A very slight lead, and they haven't had the lead in this game like at all until this moment. So here we go. Blue's the only one left with more than one stock. And he is really, you could tell just from the way he's playing that he's got another stock in the tank because he's going in. Looking for the knockout on Delta. Blue's being smart about it, but Delta gets the perfect punish, sending Blue down to his final stock. Macheeete and Ted on the blue team are both very damaged. They're in trouble.
3 ground pounds. Ted's just been ground pounding TM and Koko.
He's got to get him. Nice. The slide kick ground pound, and Ted finishes Koko's stock. Can he survive? Delta's edge guard only just barely, but he makes it back. Oh, and he stops the true combo on his teammate. That is beautiful. Blue is in trouble. Ted came in like, no, I got you. And it's looking bad for the 2v3 here, but anything can happen still. Everyone's very damaged. Uh-oh, is Delta going to be able to make it back from this? Yo! Oh, man, he was safe. He was safe, and Blue got the read there. He ground pounded the outside channel, which if Delta just stuck to the wall, he'd have been fine, right?
It is one of those situations where just you get the right read on your opponent.
It's kind of a 50-50. I mean, there's a little more than 50-50 there, but... You know, is he going to stay outside or inside? And man, that was a close game. Ted, Blue, and Macheeete take game 1, and they spent like 80% of the game losing. And it wasn't until right at the end they clutched it.
All 3 members of the blue team had more damage taken than damage dealt. that was actually how.
Yeah, that's a robbery.
They were all over 600. I was looking at that. I was like, Macheete's stats were like, okay, did 602 damage, took 612. Everybody was like that going into that matchup. They had some really efficient knockouts in that game, and they take game 1 of the set. As you said, they were behind for the majority of it, and then it just came through. Ted got that awesome D-Light ground pound up the right.
Yeah.
Delta wasn't able to get the revenge knockout, and the rest was curtains. So we're going back to the dome for game number 2.
Did the players just agree? They're like, you know what? We like Miami Dome.
I did see some Blackguard keep, but yeah, this has been, at least for top 8 so far, has been all on Miami Dome.
I'm down. I mean, this is a great map for 3v3.
Oh, and Delta No jump, sweating. TM
Big
gets in
save
there.
from TM, saving Delta's life there.
Ted could go
That's
down.
huge.
Ted and Blue are both trying to recover here. Now reversing it onto TM. Some sweat beats coming
TM's
through.
in trouble. I think he's done. Yeah, they got him. Nice knockout. The 2v1.
And Ted gets back to the stage to pick up the D-Light recovery to get the double knockout onto Delta. Taking the lead there. Koko goes down, and look at that. Ted, all 3 stocks taken by him.
Yeah. He's a monster. He's a machine. Ted, can he make it back? No, there's no way he can make it back from there. Blue still has all 3 stocks. He's the only one left with all 3 stocks, putting the blue team very slightly in the lead, but you know how fickle these leads can be here, especially in 3v3. There he goes. Macheeete now extremely damaged. Keep your eye on Macheeete here. How is he going to handle himself in this match? Ooh, what a beautiful dodge. That certainly would have knocked him out if it landed. Macheeete staying up. And meanwhile, Ted nearly gets the knockout on Delta. Delta's running away from Ted.
Ooh, but the side sig whiffs. Delta gets the punish. Falling Nair hits him upwards. Neutral sig from Blue could knock out TM. Does Delta have to go for the save?
TM didn't make it back.
He did need to, but he couldn't make it in time. Nice.
The game is perfectly tied right now.
It is perfectly tied, and it's going to be this edge guard on the right side of the stage. Macheeete goes for the down sig and whiffs it, and in fact, on the other side, TM taking down Blue.
And red team takes a very slight lead as a result. Now Koko and Delta, both deep in red with their second stocks, are still putting out tons of damage. Koko finally gets knocked out, but look at Macheeete. Macheete's in the danger zone, dude.
Yeah.
He is on final stock in orange. Nice.
Just the ground pound.
Dude, you can always count on Ted to clutch it.
Evens up the stocks.
In the 3v3s.
Side air takes Macheeete down. They need the revenge knock on TM, and they get it. Okay. 2v2.
This is winnable. This is totally winnable. Even though Ted
most
has
deceptive lead.
Yeah. Even though Ted has 2 stocks here, never mind. He has 1 stock.
The
Who's in trouble? Uh-oh. All right, Ted. Now is your moment to shine. This is a tough 1v2 because there's no damage lead. This is just 2 stocks to 1.
And I feel like the playing field's even scarier because everyone has 2v1 combos. Like they don't have there wasn't something that's like brand new.
3v2s, we don't know about those, but 2v1s, there's a long-standing meta with 2v1s.
Yeah. So Ted's got to be careful.
Handling himself very well, but with all the hits that he's getting, he's just taking too much damage. And now he is in knockout range. Delta nearly got the knockout right there with the down sig. Ted's fighting back.
He got the sidelight off the stage. The side doesn't hit. That pogo will put him into red. And he dodges right through that sidelight.
That was beautiful movement.
Weapon throw stops his ground pound. Neutral stick hits and no punish. Great idea from Koko.
Yeah, the
Gets
pivot.
The read.
He pivoted with the gravity cancel. Ted can't make it back. GG.
That was really patient of Koko to do because I was like expecting him to go for an attack and then Ted would dodge and we would continue. But he really did wait for that moment to get that neutral light pivot.
Well, and it was, I mean, his reaction time was insane. He did that very fast. He either had to anticipate it or his reaction speed is just insane.
It was either a sick read or a sick reaction. And both are really awesome.
And it's a fuzzy line between those two.
And then afterwards to get the edge guard with the weapon throw was just fantastic. That 2v1 really played well. And they even up the set 1-1. As despite our focus on the Ted, and Ted at some point, right, Mr. BH was saying, dominating because he was getting so many stocks over and over.
I heard him say, "Ted, you are dominating." Good job, buddy.
new lines manifesting in real time. That's the power of our 3v3 event. We're back to the dome. It's evened up, and Macheeete is off the Hugin and onto the Amethyst. That epic crossover for Zol. So Axe and Cannon coming through here. We talked a little bit about Cannon at the very start with the idea of the momentum, and now Macheeete is going to be playing with it. So let's see how it pans out.
Yeah, Cannon seems like a good 3v3 weapon on paper.
It's interesting because on paper I'm like, not a good 2v2 weapon, and then I go, well, in 3v3,
but for some reason
it's chaos. It's chaotic enough where I'm like, this is probably decent. Meanwhile, Macheeete
I'm thinking that the moves
pummeled.
that it does have quick enough recovery that you're unlikely to get punished from things.
Yeah, and you get that mobility.
Yeah, and while at the same time having fast enough startup to punish the things that your opponents are leaving open like that. Oh, Blue! Wow,
nice.
He should not have survived that.
Nice.
But Delta
and
just
he got the knockout.
Oh, Oh, Delta's got to be kicking himself for that one. He gave him the chase dodge, and then he got knocked out.
And then when Koko went to get the revenge knockout, he got knocked out. And now it's just barely, okay, they're cleaning it up, but it was a full 9 stocks to 6. Let's see if Ted can last a little bit longer here. He's getting some good damage.
I really want Ted to be the hero. I'm just excited about that potential.
I haven't checked the background. I'm trying to see if Ted is floating back there. I haven't seen it.
Is there?
Yet.
Yeah. Did Ted equip Ted? I don't see a Ted.
I don't see a Ted either.
What the heck?
He might
Ted?
just not like.
Is Ted seriously not having the Ted sidekick?
It's like when you're not talking to Ted. You're just kind of like, come on, Ted, the sidekick. Why aren't you here? We'll never know. Ted goes down. And it's now 6 stocks.
He is very healthy compared to everybody else. TM's down to his final stock here, and Delta getting a lot of damage out on Ted here. Oh my gosh, so many unanswered hits from Delta.
Oh, recovery gets punished by Macheeete there on the nair. Tries to make it back. Delta on the left side. Gets hit by Ted. D-Light Sider. And Ted, that's that hard D-Light Sider to follow up on because you fall off the side of the stage. You don't want to do that full jump, but he gets it anyways.
Yeah.
And,
Macheeete got knocked out at the same time that Delta did there, so it kind of evens out. But Ted's just still in the lead. He's stock tanking.
I love that. It's not blue team anymore.
No. I meant Ted was the healthiest.
I know what you meant, but it was just funny.
Dude, Team Ted out here is doing great.
Curse your name for being so fun to say.
Under the leadership of Ted. It is.
Ooh, he goes flying, but he's still in. And he gets a hit to stop himself from getting knocked back, but he sidelights straight into TM's side air, goes down. Now 1 stock across the board.
I'm looking at Macheeete here. He is so close to being knocked out. All the strength of Amethyst, but not a whole lot of defense.
Ooh, yeah, that ground pound bouncing him off the stage, almost took him off the top. I mean, at this point, Macheeete might just be comfortable being like, okay, I've taken one of them away.
He's a distraction target. Yeah, he's a distraction right now. Ooh, it's a form of crowd control. Nice combo from Koko. How did he? Wow, I'm surprised that worked.
And Macheeete was so damaged.
2v2, but Ted's got so much health to work with here.
Koko has been doing great in these 2v2 scraps, but now they're off the side of the stage, and Ted, with the sword, goes for the recovery.
Oh, no, Blue. Ted had the knockout, and Blue interrupted it.
Okay, I was wondering what hit him. It was Blue's nair. Okay, so Koko off the left side of the stage, gets hit with a weapon throw. I think that's it. TM goes for the save.
Nice
He gets it.
Oh, that was a nice save, though. Okay, wait, don't put it past TM. He could still, never mind.
That D-Light recovery not stopped by Blue that time. So that he gets the knockout, and they take the lead in the set.
2-1.
2-1. Yeah, Macheeete still going down relatively early. Not nearly as early as when he was on Hugin. And knowing Macheeete, I mean, he's got 17 other legends. It's fine. Like, he could just try different things. That's, that's definitely his play
with
style.
Amethyst.
Okay.
I like Macheete's Amethyst a lot. I think it's going to be working well for 3v3 here. There's just a few things to tighten up, you know. I think they all have the right pieces for this puzzle. It's just who puts it all together, you know.
And now we are in game 4. Delta, Koko, and TM fighting to stay into this set. Winner of this goes into winners finals to fight against Godly and his team. So going over here on the dome, we've got even damage across the board. Once again, Macheeete taking the most damage for the blue team, and that neutral stick from Blue narrowly avoiding hitting 3 people.
It was worth a shot, you know, the downlight neutral sig on Hattori.
I mean, when you've got 3 people in the general area, you might just hit somebody anyway.
Yeah, right. Or just maybe they mess up. Maybe they mess up on the dodge, you know. Maybe they're anticipating a different kind of follow-up than that. Worth a shot, because the reward is huge. Ted with the double recovery knockout on Delta. That is a nice way to start the game off for Ted and the rest of the blue team.
And the rest of the Ted and the other guys.
Ted and company.
we were talking so much about Blue and Macheeete, and it's just Ted now. It's fun. We've watched enough.
I'm sorry, Blue and Macheeete. Blue and Macheeete are great, dude, and it's really... It's just something about Ted. It's a fun name to say. We don't see him doing this well in tournaments that often.
And he's clearly the anchor, the rock of this 3v3.
And he's making it work.
He goes down. Blue follows shortly afterwards, and Macheeete, oh, super damaged here on the second stock. Could go down to one stock in just a few moments, and Koko gets that edge guard. Blue is providing that cover fire for him to get back to the stage, and Macheeete does get the hits in. Delta TM single-handedly fighting against Ted on the left side, but there goes Macheeete. Can they get the revenge knockout on Koko? It's close. Oh, Ted goes to the ground pound. Actually, it works.
It works.
They
completely tied it up.
The recovery definitely hit Ted, but he got the knockout.
We'll have to see it in
we'll
the
have to look at it later.
Yeah,
That was interesting. It is
in trouble. Beautiful edge guard from Ted.
It is a legitimate strategy to intentionally get hit by Lance recovery to stop the travel distance. That is actually just a thing that you do.
That is,
and that is what happened there. Right. And he just ends up falling because he didn't use his chase dodge or have it readily available.
Again,
and the neutral light.
Ted, he keeps getting these gravity cancel neutral lights off the side for the knockouts, and it's working so well.
But Macheeete goes down, and now it is 3 stocks to 3. And last time we saw this scenario, Ted went away. Blue got team combo shortly afterwards, and oh, look at this. The red team was like doing a triangle formation on that team combo. That was really sick.
Oh, it's not looking good, dude.
Oh,
dude,
man.
the coverage.
They're just destroying.
They're out of position right now. Blue team's in major trouble here.
Ted's like, where's my weapon?
The beatdown. Holy cow. TM and Koko, the synergy.
The sidelight there.
Meanwhile, Delta,
Ted spawned in and never left hit stun. He was just getting destroyed.
Townsend, do you know what this means?
Game 5.
Game 5.
And what's really cool is that out of the teams, I mean, we've only seen 4, right, in this top 8 section of this block, right? But the teams that we've been watching so far, all of them, out of all of them, Koko, TM, and Delta are the ones where when it gets in the 3v2, it actually just feels like there's no chance. they were scrambling at the end of that game.
Yeah, that was the strongest 3v advantage, 3v2 or 3v1 that we've seen, I feel like. Koko, Delta, and TM
we'll get to see a little bit of it here. Blue and Ted get knocked off the... Yeah, so Blue...
And then Delta goes...
And then look at them, like, stacking... Yeah. Oh, well.
We missed it, but that was awesome.
That is esports dev stream content for sure, but we got to get to game number 5 here, as it is now... This is the size who goes into the winners finals top 3, and it is close between these two teams. I think Macheeete being on the Ulgrim is a pretty big deal. This is like what Macheeete has had for sure the most success in all game modes with. But maybe it's not the legend. Maybe he just gets focused down in 3v3s pretty easily. Look at that. Sizing hits. And
oh, man. Red team they started off so strong in this game, man. They started with a huge combo on 2 opponents at the same time. And now all of the blue team is in knockout range. Nearly scored the knockout on Macheeete there. If they can close these stocks out, and oh, there's one. Ted might be soon to follow. Yes, Delta with the double knockout.
Oh,
what a huge start for the red team.
Yeah, when Macheete's your stock tank, that might not be the greatest news going into this game 5 because he's going down that neutral light. And the red team is now 9 stocks to 6. TM trying to recover at the bottom of the stage, can't make it, doesn't get the chase dodge. Delta goes to the ground pound onto Ted. Weapon throw upwards, no. Okay, Blue and Ted did not get the edge guard onto Delta, and they're still trying to get those first stocks.
Delta just barely makes it back. Still holding on to the 3 stocks, and along with Koko, have not been knocked out yet. And look at all the damage they're putting out. This is huge. The red team is getting a significant lead here. Yeah,
Delta finally goes down, but look at that.
Oh, Ted! Oh, he was 1 hit away from the sickest combo.
Yeah.
Still, though, good damage.
If they could focus on TM here, they could be for the first time in their like 3v2 situation where we can see what they've got prepared, because we haven't really seen the blue team able to get the red team down to where like one player is super vulnerable. It's always gone down to like either a 2v2 or they're just in the 3v2.
Right. Yeah.
So we'll see. Ted goes down.
Uh-oh.
That's a shutdown.
Uh-oh.
And the team combo from Delta. Red team really doing a great job with these impromptu team combos.
Yeah, they got a really good one super early into the game, and now just again landing another one. That's giving him the lead.
Oh, Ted takes a ton of damage there. Ground pound or weapon throw from Delta actually secures his recovery back to the stage. Blue fighting TM on the left side of the stage. Delta controlling center. Really liking this play from the red team. And more, I'm noticing a lot that they're doing this like they're moving in the air in like a rough triangle formation.
In unison.
It's really cool.
That's great. Oh, TM, great follow-up there. TM's getting a lot of work done. Koko down to his final stock now.
All right, it's between
Macheeete,
Delta
Blue
and
and
Blue.
Ted are kind of bringing it back here, but with Macheeete and Ted both in knockout range on their final stocks, I'm worried.
Yeah.
There goes Blue. Oh, neither of these players can get hit.
And
oh
now,
no, Ted's
Macheete's
down.
a recovery
Ted
away.
Is out.
Yeah, Macheete's just got to run, and Blue has got to he's got to pull out some godly magic here, right, in this situation, because Macheeete is soon to be gone.
Oh, no, it's all going wrong for Macheeete
Macheete's got
Blue.
like 2 friendly fire hits in during
Nothing
this,
has gone right since they started this.
Oh,
one.
he went in for the
my
save, and he just gets
God.
hit. And the side air doesn't connect, but TM goes for the down stick of Macheeete.
That's GG.
Sared.
TM, Koko, and Delta take the match, dude, and they brought it back.
They did.
They started this set off losing.
Yeah.
Pretty bad, too. And they have proven themselves to be a very fortuitous team. They have done so much. I can't believe they brought it back.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was a fantastic performance coming out from them.
I was sure Team Ted was going to take this.
And I don't remember if it was TM or Delta, but one of the Brins had over 700 damage, whereas the opposing team, nobody on the blue team had over 400 damage that game. It was just really, really a complete one-sided Game 5 coming out for the red team there. And we just saw, as the set progressed, more and more teams